Our first guest has been racking up millions of followers on social media, creating comedy with stories from his life mixed with auto-tune.
When I was in college in the 90s, everything was so dramatic. Like you'd call your friend at 2 in the morning and say, I think I'm going to change my major. And your friend would be like, oh my God, we have to meet and talk about it right now. And then we'd go to this place called the Family Kitchen and drink coffee and smoke cigarettes all night. And I know that's disgusting, but you have to remember it was the 90s.
We welcome to AM Northwest comedian Kevin James Thornton. Kevin, how did you even come up with this idea? And it is so funny.
I don't really know. That was during the pandemic, and everyone was just in their house, bored out of their minds.
Right.
And I was just looking at TikToks, and I'm like, I guess I could do this too. And I just found that vocal effect. There was no thought process behind it at all, but it stuck. And it took off and changed my whole life.
That is wild. You talk a lot about growing up as a kid in the 90s. Also talk about growing up gay in a very religious community.
I can't believe you just told everyone I'm gay. No, I'm kidding. Those are the stories that really, when I started getting personal with the auto-tune, that's when it really seemed to click with people, because it was funny and kind of heartbreaking, but also really relatable, I think, to a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone can relate to the one we just heard. I mean, I went to school in the 70s, but I relate to that one in the 90s. Totally get it. Talk about growing up as a kid. So tell me about your family life. Look at how adorable you were.
Where did you get that?
Look at how adorable you were. Kevin, talk to me.
I'm sorry, you just cut out for a moment. What did you say?
I said, Kevin, talk to me. Talk to me about this picture.
I look sinister, don't I?
Yep.
Maybe all the stories were my fault.
There is a story you tell too about really wanting one of those gumball machines, and
Yes.
I remember a time that was a really big gift, and you finally get it. Look at.
Where did you guys go with these pictures? Did you talk to my mom? Yes, that was like the prized Christmas gift of 1984, I think.
Yeah.
And I wanted it so badly. I could not believe when I woke up Christmas morning and it was in the living room. And literally before dinner, that thing had crashed to the ground, glass and gumballs everywhere. It was not a good Christmas gift for a 10-year-old.
Well, and you thought you could make money off of this too. Like you thought, if I put this out in the hallway, maybe everyone will contribute nickels.
Yes, because when I got it, I was like, oh, this is not really as fun as I thought it would be. Then I was like, oh, wait, actually, this could be a money maker. So I was trying to move it out into the hallway, and that's when it went crashing to the ground. So it's actually a parable about greed.
Yeah. When I've watched videos of you on stage, you know what I really love is how people are singing the song with you,
Yeah.
or is telling the story with you. Clearly, they don't care how many times they've heard it, they love it.
Yeah. I've been doing stand-up for over 15 years, and I never really quite found my path, my place, and something about just this weird singing along thing I stumbled into on TikTok turned everything around for me. It allowed everything to get a little sillier, a lot more personal and real, and I think it took a long. I mean, I'm in my 50s now. It took a long time to find it, but I'm glad that it did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, how does your family feel about you telling stories on them?
You know what's funny is I know most people, and I understand why people would assume that my parents sort of drug me into a lot of these stories, but really they were just sort of like innocent bystanders. I was just a special child, I think.
You have a bit where you talk about diet foods that were available back then. Those are also very funny. Do they stand, like, give me some of those that you've talked about.
Do you remember, there was a moment in time, and I know for the young people watching, this is going to sound like a lie, but it is the truth, we had a genetically modified, a chemically modified potato chip.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
And it said, this is the part that sounds like a lie. It said on the bag, may cause anal leakage. And we still ate those potato chips in the 90s.
Well, it helped you
I
lose
never got
weight.
anal leakage. I don't know about you. Maybe you did, but I didn't get it.
There was also like something that was kind of like an Oreo.
Oh yeah, everything was fat-free, crazy in the 90s. Like
Yeah.
for lunch, you would have a Slim Fast and a Camel Light, and then for dinner they had these fat-free cookies called Snackwells.
Yes.
Those were actually truly delicious. I wish they'd bring those back.
Yeah. You talked, there's a bit where you talk about your grandmother, and she clearly loved you to pieces and did whatever you wanted, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think I put my grandmother through it the most. She would watch me a lot, and it was always my chance to see what grandma was into. So
Yeah.
there were lots of moments where I would tell her things that I learned at school to horrifying effect. I mean, pretty much every time she watched me, I think she sent me home like, who is
Who is this?
my grandchild? Yeah.
You've got a special on Amazon, Be Yourself. Tell me what that's about, being yourself.
Yeah, it was such a great opportunity. I actually recorded that in Los Angeles about a year ago. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on a couple other places too, but Amazon Prime is the main place you can watch it. I'm super proud of it. It's a story about being yourself. It's about all the embarrassing stories that we all go through in our youth, trying to fit into your own skin, and it's funny and relatable. I think. I mean, it's definitely it's an adult comedy special. I think I'm making it sound like it's wholesome for the whole family, and it isn't really. But if you're of an adult age, I think you would find it entertaining.
I love to talk to people about their pets, and you have the cutest cat.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
Does he get included in any of your stand-up?
Yeah. Well, actually, I just finished my first book, and I just turned it into my editor. It'll be out early next year, and most of the book is about my cat.
Oh, that's too funny. I love it.
Yeah.
You're going to be in Portland on Sunday. Have you been to Portland before?
I have. This is maybe my fourth time in Portland. I've been on the road like crazy for 4 years solid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, ever since this thing blew up, I hit the road and I haven't stopped really. So I've been in comedy clubs and theaters all over the world in the past 4 years. It's been really incredible. But this is my fourth time at Helium in Portland.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know people are excited to see you. We're going to put all the information on our website at k2.com. Thank you so much, Kevin. Great to talk with you, and you're hilarious. Just so funny.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
You bet. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.